Hello everyone, good morning. Voting has begun in Gujarat for the 89 seats that go to polls today. The fight, which used to be a bipolar one, has a new entrant, and whose entry is making it into a triangular contest, which is the Aam Aadmi Party. A total of 788 candidates are in fray. Election is happening across 19 districts of South Gujarat and the significant Kutch Saurashtra region. State's Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi and Aam Aadmi Party's controversial state president Gopal Italia are some of the key candidates in this election. So let me give you a sense of how it looks like as far as Gujarat Assembly is concerned. 180 is the number. 180 is the number of the State Assembly. In 2017, it was the worst performance of the BJP when they won just 99. They were hoping to cross this number, but because of anti-GST protests, because of Patidar agitation and three boys coming together, that is Alpesh Thakur, Jignesh Mevani and Hardik Patel, the number went down to 99. This was the best performance of the Congress party during the BJP regime, which began in 1995. The Congress won 77 seats. There were other factors in independence, BTP and the NCP winning 3-1. The BJP is hoping that this 99 will be converted into perhaps 127, which was their number in 2002, or perhaps the number of 1985 of the Congress party, which was the best performance by any political party in the State Assembly of Gujarat. Zaka.
All right, so we keep talking about the Patidar factor, but let's not forget, Gujarat is also an OBC-dominated state. The Prime Minister himself is an OBC person. So therefore, in Gujarat, if you look at, this is not talked about as much as the Patidar factor, but the OBCs actually dominate a far higher proportion of seats. Out of the 182, 75 seats where the OBCs hold forth. So almost a third, where the BJP has, again, like I said, 45, almost 47% vote share. The Congress has only 43, but the difference in the last election was not much. It was just a difference of 5 seats. We've talked about how the Congress did well in Saurashtra, but take a look at this belt. This is the belt between Ahmedabad and Vadodara, and parts of these belts, Maria was travelling as well, Anand and those places. These are again rural parts in the state of Gujarat between the two big cities of Ahmedabad and Baroda, and you see again a lot of blue here. This is not on the back of Patidar agitation. This is on the back of OBC consolidation that we saw and anti-incumbency that we saw against the BJP. So again, rural parts where the Congress did well last time around. Can the BJP buck that trend? I think that's going to be, again, one critical factor. Remember, the vote share difference was about 3% or so, almost 4%, whereas the number of seats, the difference was far less. It was only 39 to 34. So can the BJP, again, regain some of the fortresses that it has around those OBC-dominated seats? Of course, in Saurashtra, we'll have to wait and see how and whether the Congress can actually maintain the kind of performance that it put in last time around. Many say it cannot. The BJP will regain large parts of rural Saurashtra. But what about this belt in central Gujarat between Baroda and Ahmedabad? Also, I want to talk a little bit about the tribals. Remember, this belt, today the phase that's going to polls also includes the tribal-dominated belts of Dangs, Chota Udaipur. That's where the Prime Minister had a mega rally last week. Look at this belt again. It was more or less evenly divided. In fact, the Congress had more seats than the BJP last time around. The BJP had only 12. The Congress had 15. And even though, and again, this is, I think, a fascinating factor of Gujarat elections, the vote share of the BJP almost 6% or 5% higher than the vote share of the Congress party. There's a 5% differential in favor of the BJP, and yet in terms of number of seats, the Congress was ahead, and that's because they did well. Traditionally, they do well in the Dangs, Chota Udaipur, that belt, Jhalod. Will they be able to do that again? I think that is going to be a factor to watch out for. One thing that helped the Congress last time around, both in the OBC belt as well as in the tribal belt, there was a significant vote share that went to others. It could be independent, smaller parties. This is again more than 10%. So 1 out of 10 voters was not voting for the BJP or the Congress. Will this remain the same, or will the BJP manage to get more vote share in this belt? I think these two factors are to watch out for today as well.
Yes, and are the tribals a headache this time around as well, Zaka? Because the Aam Aadmi Party is, campaigning extensively. They started the entire campaign in the tribal belt. And has the OBC factor changed, particularly with the Congress not being so active on the ground?
Yeah, I think that's one thing we'll have to sort of watch out for. I want to once again go back and show you that OBC filter, because I think, in this whole talk about the patidars and how dominant the patidars are, we tend to forget that there are a far larger number of seats where the OBCs are dominant. And like I said, it was not just in Saurashtra. Of course, there are a large number of seats in Saurashtra and rural Saurashtra where the OBCs are dominant, which the Congress managed to do well last time around. But also watch out for central Gujarat. There you will, central and north Gujarat. In fact, if you go up to Mehsana and other places, you will see the OBCs dominant there as well. So in central Gujarat, which of course it'll be voting in the next phase, but in central Gujarat, you have to watch out for the OBC factor. This is, again, one of the unsaid gains, or at least little said gains of the BJP, not just in Gujarat, but outside as well, where the OBCs have consolidated in a big way around Narendra Modi. As they say, it's no longer a Brahmin Baniya party. Will the OBCs continue to stick with the BJP? Will the BJP do better than what it did last time? Like I said, the difference between Congress and BJP was just 5 seats. Can the BJP take that up to 10 or 15? I think that will also be a critical factor this time around.
Yes. So let me take that question to Brajesh ji, who's joining us along with Anand. Brajesh ji, if you can hear me, I want to understand from you, throughout the elections and politics of Gujarat, the Congress party's vote share has largely been consistent above 35%. My question to you is, what is this OBC consolidation that is giving Congress party still some hope that despite their campaign not having any, big faces or any top leaders on ground, this low-key, silent campaign can give them some dividend?
Right. So, Maria, what we're doing is we're also digitally live with our Vishleshwan. So, it's unique that through the course of our digital live, we're also doing a live dip. Brajesh is not wearing the earpiece. So, मैं जल्दी आपसे पूछ लूँ, हम इसी पर बात कर रहे थे कि कांग्रेस का एक स्टडी वोट शेयर बेस रहता है. तो ये ओबीसी ग्रुपिंग कौन सा है जहां से 30-35% कांग्रेस को वोट्स मिल जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनके करीब 40 सीटें हमेशा होती हैं. 40 से 50 के बीच में वो हमेशा ऑसिलेट करती है. मारिया अभी वही पूछ रही थी.
देखिए, जो रूरल एरियाज है गुजरात के, क्योंकि अगर आप अर्बन एरियाज को देखें तो वहां पर कांग्रेस के लिए कभी कुछ ज्यादा रहे नहीं है. बीजेपी वहां पर जबरदस्त ढंग से डोमिनेट करती है. अब सूरत की बात कर लीजिए, 15 की 15 सीटें जो जितनी भी है सारी की सारी निकाल लेती है. अहमदाबाद में भी कमोबेश वही सीन है, 1-2 सीटें जो कि डीप माइनॉरिटी पॉकेट्स हैं, जहां पर के मुस्लिम वोट बहुत डिसिसिव है. कांग्रेस उसी को जीत पाती है. जहां तक कांग्रेस के आप उस वोट ब्लॉक की बात करें जिसकी वजह से उसको बिना कुछ किए धरे भी 40 सीटें कम से कम मिल जाती हैं. पिछली बार तो 77 मिल गई थी. उसका कारण यह है कि आप शेड्यूल कास्ट, शेड्यूल ट्राइब, ओबीसी के अंदर आप जो है सो ठाकुर वोटर्स हैं, आप जो है कई ऐसी कम्युनिटीज हैं कोलीज के अंदर जो कि कांग्रेस को ट्रेडिशनली वोट करते रही हैं. और यही वो कारण रहा है कि आप 2017 के विधानसभा चुनाव में देखें तो पूरे गुजरात में एकमात्र एरिया सौराष्ट्र का था जहां पर कि कांग्रेस ने बीजेपी से ज्यादा सीटें ली थी. तो वह जो एक फिक्स वोट बैंक है जो कि पार्टी मेहनत करे ना करे वो उसको मिल जाती है, जिसकी वजह से क्रिटिकल.
पर क्या वहां पर उसमें भी अब की बार डेंट आपको लगता हुआ दिख रहा है? क्योंकि कई बार कहते हैं कि मुस्लिम ब्लॉक जो है वो बीजेपी को वोट नहीं करता, वो गलत बात है. गुजरात में तो ऐसा है नहीं. ओबीसीज में भी, ट्राइबल्स में भी क्या बीजेपी ने सेंग लगाई है और कांग्रेस के वोट शेयर पे डेंट किया है? क्योंकि अगर वो 150 के उस आंकड़े को पार करना चाहती है बीजेपी, तो देन दे विल हैव टू पुल अवे एटलीस्ट 10 to 15 सीट्स, इफ नॉट मोर, फ्रॉम द कांग्रेस पार्टी. दे विल हैव टू रिड्यूस द कांग्रेस टू 20 सीट्स. तो वो खुद बीजेपी के लिए चैलेंज.
देखिए, काफी बड़े पैमाने पर सेध लगाई. आपने ट्राइबल वोट्स की बात की. एक समय ट्राइबल वोटर जो सो इन ब्लॉक जो सो वोट करता था कांग्रेस की, लेकिन आज वो परिस्थिति नहीं है. 2002 ऑनवर्ड्स लगातार बीजेपी ने अपनी सिचुएशन ट्राइबल एरियाज में मजबूत की है. आप ध्यान रखिए कि जो लोकसभा के चुनाव होते हैं, पिछले 2 चुनावों से 100% स्कोर है. उसमें बहुत सारी कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज ऐसी हैं जो कि हेवीली ट्राइबल डोमिनेटेड. इसी तरीके से आपने मुस्लिम वोटर्स की बात की. मुस्लिम वोटर्स भी अगर आप ये कहें कि आज की तारीख में आंख मूंद कर सिर्फ और सिर्फ जो कांग्रेस को वोट करते हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. वह भी जो सो डेवलपमेंट को देखते हैं, वो भी जो सो ओवरऑल प्रोग्रेस को देखते हैं, वो भी उनको भी जो किसी भी किस्म की
पीस को देखते हैं, शांति को देखते हैं.
अगर ऐसा नहीं होता तो भरूच में जहां पर के मुस्लिम वोटर्स सिग्निफिकेंट हैं, कई सारी असेंबली कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज में उन सीटों को भी बीजेपी जीतने में कामयाब रहती है. इसका अर्थ यह है कि मुस्लिम वोटर्स के अंदर का भी एक बड़ा वर्ग है जो कि बीजेपी के लिए वोट करता है. बीजेपी, और आपने इसके संकेत आपने खुद बड़ौदा में देखे जब आप
जी बिल्कुल, हमने वडोदरा में देखा, ग्राउंड पर देखा, और दैट सेंटिमेंट इज नॉट देयर. बट द चैलेंज समवेयर, एज आई हैंड इट बैक टू यू मारिया एंड जाका, इज द फैक्ट दैट कैन द बीजेपी डू द अमाउंट ऑफ लेग वर्क दैट इट नीड्स टू गेट द वोटर आउट to go ahead and vote, because the overall constitution has never been a pro BJP kind of a constitution of the voter base. base. They have to get them out to come out and vote. And if everybody thinks यही लोग जीत रहे हैं, क्या करेंगे vote करके, then that could amount to a problem. So that's where perhaps that's why the BJP's mobilization and road shows which we are seeing. Yesterday Amit Shah had a road show in Ahmedabad. Today Prime Minister is having a road show in Ahmedabad as a focus shifts to central and north Gujarat. But they did do these road shows even ahead of the polling today.
And interestingly, I had asked that question to JP Nadda, BJP president, who was campaigning in Ahmedabad, Anand, and he had told me कि भाजपा कभी complacent नहीं होती है. उन लोगों को ये यकीन है कि जब तक वोटर बूथ पे नहीं आए तब तक चुनाव जीता नहीं जाता. And as famously Amit Shah had once said,
एक आंकड़ा है
चुनाव स्पष्टता से लड़ा जाता है.
82 लाख पन्ना प्रमुख हैं. 82 lakh out of about the 2.38 crore voter base we're talking about, the BJP is claiming that they have 82 lakh, 82 lakh panna pramukhs or page pramukhs. So every 1 in 3 persons is somewhere linked to the BJP somewhere across Gujarat. Now, if that's the kind of spread and if they are not going to get a historic mandate, then the onus is on the BJP. The blame lies solely on the BJP. And this, everybody is a karyakarta, is something that we have seen. Even the Hyderabad civic polls, we saw everybody get down on the ground and put their feet on the ground and put their sweat, their portion of the sweat and effort towards that. That something is a philosophy across the BJP and it's being led by the Prime Minister himself.
Yes, all right, Anand, I'm going to come back to you because Vijay Rupani, former Chief Minister, has spoken to Arun Dhata. Let's listen in.